Dear student, as you all were actually wanted me to prepare a video regarding to the orientation session of inclusive education. So this is the orientation session for the inclusive education MED23305, and this is basically a theory course, and in this is a theme based actually, and 4 credits covered by this course and marks 100 marks. So I'm going to start with the orientation of the inclusive education. So this is, as I told, this is the theme based course, 4 credit, and hours 64 hours will be taken to complete this course, and this course will be carried 100 marks. So what are the objectives of this course? Basically, there are 5 important objectives of this course. That is to develop a comprehensive understanding of diversity, to gain knowledge of inclusive curriculum design, to identify and utilize appropriate support services, to recognize the importance of collaboration, and apply national policies and framework. So these are the 5 important key objectives of this course. This entire course is divided into 4 units, and each and every unit is covering with the 1 credit. So, unit 1 is Introduction to Inclusive Education. Unit 2 includes Inclusive Instruction Designs. Unit 3 includes Support Services for Inclusion. And number 4 is Creating and Sustaining Inclusive Practices. So these are the 4 units, and each unit carry 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 means 4 credits. So now we are moving towards the unit 1. So what are the objectives of completing unit 1 is to understand the concept of diversity and its significance in inclusive classrooms, to analyze socio-cultural, linguistic, psychological, and physical differences among students or learners, to explain the need and importance of inclusive education in everyday context, to identify and differentiate various approaches in inclusive education, and last, examine the policies and practices related to the inclusive education in India. So these are the objectives of Unit 1, and the content which we have to cover is concept of diversity in inclusive education. As we all know that India is a diverse country, so in the classroom also you'll find the diversity. So what are the concept of diversity, and the entire introduction will be done in this 1.1. Number 2, it's 1.2, diversity in classroom with reference to socio-cultural differences, linguistic variations, differences in psychological and physical dimensions. 1.3 is need and importance of inclusive education. 1.4 will be approaches to inclusive education, and number 1.5 will be inclusive education in India, policy and practices we are going to cover in this unit. So what are the objectives of Unit 2? Unit 2 is inclusive instruction designs. So the objective of completing this unit will be to understand the concept of inclusive curriculum and how to modify it to meet diverse needs. Number 2 objective is to explore different instructional models used in inclusive education to develop skills for inclusive lesson planning and the use of appropriate instructional strategies. Next is to promote collaborative and cooperative learning in inclusive settings. And last is apply peer mediated instructions and interventions effectively in diverse classroom. So these are the objectives of Unit 2. Now, what is the content which we are going to cover in inclusive instructional design are 2.1 inclusive curriculum, modification, classification according to the need of the students. 2.2 will be models in the inclusive education. 2.3 will cover inclusive lesson planning and instructional strategies. 2.4 will be the collaboration and cooperative learnings. And 2.5 will be peer mediated instruction and interventions. So the unit 2 will cover this entire content. Now unit 3, what will be that? That will be a support services for inclusion. And objectives of this unit will be to understand the concept, types and importance of supportive services in inclusive education, to identify the role of teacher educators in accessing, accessing and utilizing support services, to explore strategies for nurturing spatial abilities and talents in the learners. Next will be recognize the importance of a well-planned physical layout in inclusive classrooms. And last for this unit will be to understand the significance of family, community and NGO collaboration in supporting inclusive practices. And the content will be covered in this unit will be 3.1 will be concept, importance and types of supportive services, medical, rehabilitative and educational. 3.2 will be the role of teacher educators in utilizing support services for inclusion, academic supports, resource room support, support of special schools and special teachers, family and community participation, guidance and counseling, and NGO collaboration. 3.3 will be nurturing special abilities and talents. 3.4 will be physical layout of inclusive classroom. So in this way, the third unit will cover entire support services for the inclusion. The last unit will be creating and sustaining inclusive practices, and the objectives are understand the index of inclusive framework in terms of culture, policy and practices, identify and analyze key factors for the successful implementation of inclusion, prepare effectively for inclusive teaching and learning environments, learn to build and maintain learning friendly classrooms for all students, and last objective will be to understand the role of teachers, parents and community in sustaining inclusive education. So the content which we are going to cover in this chapter will be 4.1 Index of Inclusion, Culture, Policy and Practice. 4.2 will be Factors of Successful Inclusion. 4.3 will be preparation for the inclusive education. 4.4 will be building learning friendly classrooms. 4.5 will be role of teachers, parents and other community members for supporting inclusion of children with special needs. So these are the entire 4 unit we are going to cover in this course code. So this is the marks distribution of this course. Basically, a task which we have to complete will be practical, activity, term end exam, and final university exam. So the internal marks will be of 30 and external means final university marks will be 70. So in this way, the 100 marks will you will get the marks from out of 100. 30 internal and 70 final university exam. And what will be the distribution of these internal 30 marks? This will be 10 will be for the practical, 5 marks will be for the activity, and 15 marks will be for the term and exam. But yes, the practical will which we are going to give will be of 50 marks, activity will be again of 50 marks, and term and exam will be again of 50 marks. But we are going to convert these marks into 10, 5 and 15. In this way, the internal marks will be out of 30. So this is the marks distribution of entire course. So activity will be MCQs, which we are going to provide you very soon after completion of the course. And when the moment we'll cover the entire syllabus, will after that we'll take this MCQs exam, and term exam will be in the end of the session. end of the this course, and the practical which you have to complete will be you have to write down a report of the recent development done in the India in the field of inclusive education. So this practical is which we are going to give you to complete. So the evaluation key is will be like this, and the evaluation key already we have provided you. So when you complete your practical work, you have to submit before the exam. So thank you so much. Thank you all from my side. This is the orientation session. Now we'll meet for some other activity. Bye bye to all of you. Have a nice day.